Time Traveler. Hey, what game are you playing? Me, Breath of the Wild. Time Traveler. I love that trilogy. You see, this makes sense, because now we have the prequel, the game, and the sequel. So we actually have 3 games to round out the world of Breath of the Wild, which I think is super cool. Man, I'm so excited for Breath of the Wild 2. I'm hoping that Ganon's an actual character, and not just like, I'm evil because I wish to be. Like, give him a motivation! Then again, I guess he has one. He has been trapped in a cave for a couple thousand years. Yeah, that would put a damper on anyone's personality. Hello everybody, and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo, and today we are looking at r/agedlikewine, a subreddit dedicated to things that aged so gracefully and tastefully that they might as well be a fine beverage of grape juice that is fermented. Let's just get right into it. Weird. The Avengers game will have extra skins and content for specific cell phone carriers. This game is gonna die a week after release. The tweet aged well, but man, did this game not age well. I gotta admit, I heard that the actual, gameplay of the single player was good, but the actual everything else of it was just, abysmal. I don't get how you can mess up a money printer. Come on. All you had to do was tell a good story and make co-op not suck. The 2 things you had to do. And then everything else happened, and wow, look at it go. Tweet aged like wine, game aged like milk. Like if you cry. This AVGN quote from 2013. Might as well save that toilet paper. It's worth a whole lot more. Ha 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 ha! COVID-19 funny. Ha ha! We ran out of poo-poo paper at the start of pandemic. Ha ha! Funny joke. Ha ha! I'm so sick of this joke. Come up with better material, you actual mouth-breathing ape. There is so much more that we can poke at and make fun of in today's world that we don't need to rely on a toilet paper shortage from February. We got bigger fish to laugh at. Even the comments agree with me on this one. A bit late there, bud. Yeah, no, this is not a good May. Didn't really age like milk. I am just so annoyed seeing these posts now. The first known meme, 1921, still relatable to this day. How you think you look when a flashlight is taken? How you really look. Man! Okay, this is actually super cool. But I think this is super cool because societally it shows that comparison memes are just ingrained in us as a species. If you think about it, comparison is how humans make a lot of decisions. So it makes sense that it would be what determines our format for these kind of haha funnies. But I think it's amazing that this is you versus the man she tells you not to worry about, or a guy looking at a different girl with his girlfriend, those memes. I find it so interesting that those are still the same kind of memes. They're just comparison memes. And then, we have image macros like Wojak, and I guess way back in the day, was Pepe? No, Pepe was never one of the advice animals, but the advice animals, caricatures of how we are. These things have been around for so long, but we are just more aware of them now because they are just forever in our zeitgeist thanks to the the unlimited and almost omniscient presence of social media. So, they're more in the forefront of our head, and we're thinking about them, as opposed to back then when they weren't. This was just in a local newspaper, I bet. This was probably just an ad. I'm sorry, I just find it neat. Meme culture, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's neat. My Merc, 92. Yeah, your car didn't rust. Congratulations, you took care of it. Full disclosure, audience, I've done this post. I've done these first 6 posts once before. I hate to ruin the illusion, but I think it's important to note here I thought we were reacting to Aged Like Milk because I'm a brainlet who can't read. And when I got to this post, I genuinely thought it was just some dude who was posting his car on Aged Like Milk, and I was like, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Why? Why are you posting it? What are you doing here? And I concluded that this was just some dude with a car trying to get karma. But in truth, it was just me having a small brain. So congratulations on your car. I still don't care about it. Hundreds of love letters between 2 gay World War II soldiers were discovered and sold to a museum. One of them said, "Wouldn't it be wonderful if all our letters could be published in the future in a more enlightened time? Then all the world could see how in love we are. They are now being made into a book." That's nice. That's wholesome. That's big Chungus Keanu Reeves out of 100. Even ironically using that meme, it makes me want to off myself. Yeah, no, I think this is nice. I think that's cute. I don't really have a lot to say about this. Be who you are. And if you can't do that where you are, try and get somewhere else. But yeah, you know what? I like that. That fills me with the good feel. If when Hyrule Warriors 2 happens, I want it to take place during the Guardian attack 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild, and just ends with inevitable defeat. I really want to see 100 Guardians on screen at once. Apparently I called it. You know what? I like that. I've never been a fan of the Warriors game, but I respect that Nintendo's just like, well, we got this thing. Let's just use it. I think it's neat. I don't know. Breath of the Wild is a weird one to me. I like it. I think it's a fun game. I don't think it's a fun Zelda game, and I don't think it's a good open world game. These are kind of hot takes. I got bored killing the same 3 enemies on loop forever. But like the world that they ended up fleshing out of Hyrule, like, was actually so good. Like, I love the lore of Breath of the Wild, and I'm hoping Breath of the Wild 2 adds like more enemies and more variety of things that I can just do in Breath of the Wild. Because I don't know, around like hour 10 for me, it was just like, gonna climb a wall, gonna do the shrine now, circumvented the puzzle with Rivali's Gale. God, do I want to kill Ganon again this week? I've done it like 3 times today. Like, I don't know, it felt like there wasn't enough to do. It was just a lot to explore, but the lack of enemy variety just made exploring kind of tedious. I don't know, I'm looking forward to 2. I'm hoping that it's going to be good, because I think Breath of the Wild was good. I just had some issues with it. Gender reveal parties are dangerous. From Critical 9 months ago. Oh, I'm not gonna go into the comments because they are very mad for understandable reasons, but yeah, no. Party ball filled with colored confetti. Nice. Colored cake. Cute. Donuts with a colored filling. Adorable. Thermite. Oh, California's burning and there's also a wildfire. You hate to see it. It's so bad. Yeah, there's only one comment, and man, is this dude mad. It's not even about the fires. It's about Western civilization.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
1920s, the Charleston dance. Have fun while you can. The Great Depression is coming. What? I don't think that this one aged like wine. Like, I'm depressed, but I don't think it's that great. Like, I get they're all stuck at home and everything, so I guess there is a lot of depression, but we're not in an economic depression as far as I'm aware. I'm not the most up-to-date on things, but I've managed to eke out a living, which I couldn't do during the recession. So, like, this is conjunction, but are we really in a depression? I don't think we are. I don't think this one aged like wine at all. One day you will be famous. Mr. Beast art. I like that. That did age like wine. That fills my heart with joy. I like Mr. Beast. I don't watch his content. He just seems like a really like down-to-earth dude. He's like, yeah, I got money, and I'm using it to make entertaining stuff and also do good. And I can appreciate that. As someone who doesn't have money, it's nice to see people with money doing the things that I would like to do if I had money, which is make funny videos and do good in the world. Somebody just give me your entire paycheck every week. Thank you. I'll make an OnlyFans. Games that should be on the Switch. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. 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 I am elated that this game is getting a re-release. I've never gotten to play it, and I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I am so looking forward to playing it finally. It's nice that the licensing issues finally got solved, and I can't wait for this game to be removed off of the storefront within a year due to licensing issues. I hope it's not. I want this game to stick around. I think it's neat. I think it's good. Also, I love the Shantae profile picture, Ian. Good for you. I think that's Shantae. It looks like her. This painting by artist Walter Molino dates from 1962. It's titled Life in 2020.
Yo, but they ain't socially distancing, though. How them bubbles gonna help? Guys, did you hear that there's a global pandemic? I bet no one's ever talked about it with you, but I guess I should be the one to let you know there's a global pandemic, apparently. I've never heard of it, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's just a joke by 4chan. I'm so sick of coronavirus memes, everybody. I get it.
And it seems like Reddit gets it, too. Because this post has 30 upvotes. Like, I don't know, coronavirus, it's bad. 100% it's an issue. But I genuinely think that everyone's just sick of hearing about it at this point. Like, we're all taking it seriously, we're wearing our masks, we're doing what we can to, prevent the spread, slow the curve. Everyone's just sick of hearing about it. It's like the toilet paper thing. Get new material. Half of this country's on fire.
There you go. Write the punchlines yourself.
Recently found on Discord. Took this photo on December 31st, 2019 because I thought it was funny. I'm not laughing anymore. It was a sign. I mean, technically, yes, it is a sign. I'm scared of 2021. I I'm terrified. It's gonna be scary. Or it's gonna be good. Who knows? I'm hoping it's good, but it's gonna be scary. It's just that masks are terribly comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future.
Hey guys, have I told you about the global pandemic?
I got one joke and it's talking in the microphone super close. You know, I get it, wearing a mask, it helps, but like, as someone with glasses, I find it terribly uncomfortable. I can't get it to sit right without fogging up my glasses. I would much rather that we just find a way to deal with this so I can stop. I know I need to, so I wear the mask. It helps everyone around me and it helps me too. But they are not terribly comfortable. I got one with a spacer, so it's not like, you know, going up my nose when I take a big inhale, but like, that only helps so much. Like, I'm not saying spacers and it lets air out, I'm saying like, it's just a little like, it's almost like a cup that you would put in your pants for soccer, but instead it goes like around the bridge of the nose. Actually, come to think of it, that might be why my glasses are fogging up, because that makes a small space up by like my upper cheek, so my breath goes directly into the eyes. You know, we've solved a great mystery today, boys. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you liked this, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and maybe share this with a friend who also wants more memes besides coronavirus toilet paper 2020. If you want more of Aged Like Wine, there's gonna be another one popping up in just a couple of seconds, but until then, my name has been Lumo, and I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a lovely day.